Well, my name is Zach, otherwise known as Cassettes for Kids.
Good evening. It's a health emergency that has already killed 41 people in China, and tonight there's confirmation the coronavirus has reached Australia.
Just fucking hungover at the moment. Got super bored and just feeling like a pile of rubbish right now.
For a moment there, I was pretty screwed. I was in a pretty dark hole there, to be honest. And that, I hope it never happens again. And I know it's a bit like, oh, woe me, I'm an artist and whatever. But I mean, put yourself into the context of pursuing a career and then having all of it upended, after all the work that you've done is pretty demoralizing. You sort of question yourself. I ended up just sort of making music for the sake of making music, and which I loved. I ended up sort of developing a side project out of that. But just sort of being stuck in a room and being what's the fucking point? I make music for other people to enjoy, and I make music to just because it's a stress relief. But when you've got this no context of life to sort of influence what you're doing, it's just, you sort of just stagnate. You're just old pond water. Oh yeah, I feel a lot more confident and happy. I feel a lot happier now. I would have been maybe 18 when I got my first very legal copy of Ableton, and I got that on my computer and started actually making recordings. And then that was maybe 9 or 10 years ago. So yeah, I started making really tragic trip hop sort of stuff. Yeah, and then I started getting into more dance music stuff, because I was I was able to go to a club and I was hearing things on these huge systems. And I was just sort of blew my mind, and I look at my friends and they're having a great time. I'm oh, this is actually pretty cool. Maybe I could make music like that. Once things sort of started opening up, Phil sort of messaged me and he's okay, remember how we had a bit of an idea to do your first proper show? I've got a bit of an opportunity at a Fairfield amphitheatre. I know that we can do something here. So how about we run a party here? We get maybe 100, 150 people. I was yeah, that'd be awesome. I love that place.
Make sure you get this one, Phil. Of the whole document. Oh, I might say. Delete that part. I'm going to stick around, you leave. Just because I got to do the ticket scanners.
I'll make sure to get here about 3:30. So we sold out the show in a matter of hours, which I did not expect to come. That was insane. It was really satisfying knowing that all these people wanted to come, but just having that feeling that I actually might be onto something, and maybe I can pursue this, and there's a bit more of a future behind it. Because for a moment there, I was pretty screwed. I was in a pretty dark hole there. To be honest, I didn't know if I had any worth here. I know it sounds really silly to say sometimes, but you really put yourself on the pedestal when you're okay, I have a gig, who's going to come? And your worth is sort of dictated by who comes, unfortunately. I'm definitely nervous, because I think I'm sort of, this is the first sort of show that I've done recently where I'm sort of pushing a bit of a different sound than I was doing before, so there's always a bit of nerves sort of in regards to that. You don't know if people are going to like it. I'm pretty confident with it, but at the same time, I haven't tested it before, so it's a bit, you know.
this opportunity popped up and we were both super keen on it, you know, especially like for Zach after not playing any shows for so long, to be able to do a headline standalone show in a venue as special as this, off the back of like the hibernation that, you know, he's just kind of gone through from playing gigs. It's going to be a pretty special moment.
Zach kind of represents like, you know, a pocket of his own scene in a way. You know, you have people overseas who are doing in the sort of same music realm that Zach is in, but he kind of leads it in a way here, and he's one of the biggest influences. So, you know, I think he has an incredible like influence on that sort of house scene and that sort of, I guess, like, you know, almost what's come from lo-fi sort of energy and like groups and overseas, It meant a lot to, like, especially play before him, you know, both a milestone for me, but also, you know, knowing and loving Zach, it especially meant a lot, so.
I'm so stoked for that. I actually just can't believe how well that went. Like, yeah, the turnout was just unbelievable, and like trying all that new stuff, like I'm just so happy it just landed really well. Like just such like a weight off my shoulders, you know? Yeah. I want to like take this seriously. I want to teach people. I want to like just want to help people. I want to help build this scene, like, yeah, in any way that I can, because it's given me a lot, and it's given me a lot of like happiness and pleasure, and I think we've got something really good and special here, and I want to make it better.